They gathered across the country, some taking over streets and city centers, others in smaller groups, all calling for one thing: a stop to the hate and violence targeting Asian Americans, something that has risen exponentially in the past year. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Bryant Reed. Since the deadly shooting in Atlanta that killed 8 people, 6 of Asian descent, the focus has been on stopping the hate. Today, dozens gathered in Pittsburgh calling for change. Jessica Guay has more on the message tonight.
Stop the hate and stop the violence against the Asian community. That's a message we've heard at a number of rallies in the city recently, but the message today was heard nationwide. Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, and Brooklyn. That's just some of the 60 cities that stood in solidarity with the Asian community Saturday.
Just the right thing to do.
It's being called a National Day of Action Against Asian Hate. Demonstrators gathered in front of the Westmoreland County Courthouse in Greensburg and at the intersection of Forbes and Murray Avenue in Squirrel Hill.
So I wanted to make it especially clear that we stand with the Asian community at this time because intersectional issues require intersectional solutions. No minority group will be able to get liberation without support of other groups.
This is all unfolding after the Atlanta shootings. 6 Asian women were among the 8 people killed.
I am devastated thinking about how much personal trauma from incidents of racial misogyny we have had to collectively unearth and relive in the wake of this horrific incident.
They're demanding an end to anti-Asian violence and violence against women.
And I think that in the wake of what happened in Atlanta, it's been a very emotional time for those of us who are kind of processing the daily microaggressions we experience as Asian women.
They say their efforts won't stop anytime soon.
And this is great, showing up in solidarity after events occur, that's great. But what we need is permanent mobilization. We need to organize our communities. We need to fight alongside each other.
This day of action was launched by the Act Now to Stop War and End Racism Coalition, also known as the Answer Coalition. Other rallies held in the state today were in Philadelphia, Coatesville, and Lancaster. Jessica Guay, KDKA News.